We are
Go ahead. I
live.
mean, you can still talk to your son. You know, we give it the little millennial pause before
No,
we get going.
Zach is in bed. Camden's still up, and he was showing me his Lego project for school.
Ooh, that is kind of nice. What did he build?
He is doing stuff on the state of Texas. So he made Camden. What'd you make? Like the oil pumps from the oil fields. Bring that thing over here, boy. Let's see what you got. We're not going to talk about anything tonight, anyways, right?
No,
I was a plumber last week.
We're going to talk about your poor parenting and child neglect.
That's where I'm best at, baby. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, look at
That
that.
thing's awesome.
Did a great job.
Hey, Camden.
That's my disc golf buddy. He plays disc golf with me.
All right. Well, I think that's good.
We got what we need.
All right,
Jerry
All right,
Ann's
Jerry
good.
Ann's here. We can officially start. What is up, everyone? This is Paige with Jammers in the Rough. We got some technical difficulties on this backside preventing us from bringing in our special guest. So you'll have to wait in anticipation until we can reschedule them. So this week, we're going to talk with our lovely co-hosts, Cody, the absolute worst Waldron, Josh, Crazy Putting Pants, Winter, and of course, your main host, the one everyone loves, the favorite voice in the trio. I mean, what other nicknames could you give
I think
me, right,
according
guys?
to according to the
Paige.
poll we put out, that was not the truth at all. But okay.
It's only because you talk so much.
No, we were
You
tied.
love
By
hearing
default, you continue to be the worst this year because we tied. Whoever voted for Josh kind of swayed it away from one or the other and allowed us to tie. That's
True.
really what happened.
That's very, very true.
But I mean, I think the biggest news right now is warm weather is back in Portland. It was like 80 degrees today, 70 all week. I got out and I'm throwing further. I am putting better. My body feels 30 again. Like, oh my God. I'm loving
dying.
this heat.
Yeah, but then it turns quickly into like the Sahara Desert out there.
Oh yeah,
And disc golfing is just so rough.
this is why I'm like Artie, Pedialyte. This
Pedialyte.
podcast is brought to you by Pedialyte. Everyone, remember,
Black Label.
hydration is important.
Black Label, that's the good stuff, buddy.
Oh, absolutely. It's the advanced
Black
care.
Label.
Plus.
That's for alcoholics. That's what it's really for. Do you remember the commercial they had? It was like the lady that just came back from the club sitting on the floor of like the open refrigerator, and she was like reaching for the Pedialyte and drinking it, and she felt refreshed. That's you. That's you,
That's
man.
me. That's my strongman secret that's getting like all mainstream now. So I got to find something new, like salt water, maybe. I mean,
Are you doing strongman still?
huh?
Are you doing any strongman still?
Not yet. My deck, oh my God, after like 8 months, my deck is almost done. I'm ready to unload my gym. I'm ready to get back out to working out again. Yeah, I'm dying.
What does the deck have to do with strongman?
So right now, the deck being built, my gym is all the staging area for like the wood, the trash, all that stuff. And so I can't access my gym until the deck's built and I can kind of sprawl out again because we had to tear down the garage to build the deck. It's a 850 square foot deck. And so we had to put the stuff that was in the garage somewhere.
See, yeah, my gym is in my garage too,
Yeah.
and all my frisbees.
Well, I have like a carport that is maybe 50 feet long, and that's kind of where my gym's at.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
can't wait to start getting back in shape. But yeah, what's the weather like over there in MD?
Well, it was 2 weeks ago. It was like 80s, 90s, scorching hot. This week, it's like traditional spring weather, kind of cool down a little bit. And then starting tomorrow, it's supposed to rain for like 3 days straight, which
Oh, man.
stinks because I'm supposed to have a tournament Saturday.
Yeah.
Womp womp. But
No,
yeah, it's still been nice. Like I went out and threw after school today, and it was like probably 70s.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing is just here to remind people to stay hydrated, still stretch. Your body might feel better, but that doesn't mean to neglect it. Do all of those things in winter. That's my big announcement today.
And
What's
that's it.
that?
The podcast is over. Sign off, guys.
That's it. That's my closing thoughts, guys. I'll see you next
We're
week.
just done. We're just done.
No, I'm
4
actually really
minutes in.
excited. I feel like I'm throwing my best golf right now, and I got Masters Cup next week, so I'm like hoping to trend on a highway all the way to Masters Cup, do well, because Praxis is where it's gonna shine at Masters Cup. I'm just gonna shred on the Praxis. Those are flying like 330 for me right now. That's a
Praxis?
little,
Yeah.
they just go.
What plastic you bagging?
Nebula Ethereal is my flippier one, and the Glow is my more overstable one.
Is Glow has been traditionally like I was going to ask about the Glow Mana coming out. They've been more stable, right?
For me, the Glow has been a little bit more overstable, a little bit more torque resistant, and so my guess is the Mana is going to be a little bit more overstable. Especially
Okay.
go like, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Oh, somebody's asking what tournament you're playing this weekend, Cody.
My local club is putting one on. It's called the Harvest, and we've been working on putting in new tee pads. So I came and put in 2 with my boys, and it has been a work in progress. We pretty much have created a whole new course. I can't say we. All the other guys have done all the work. So it's going to be the first official tournament on the new course layout. So. Because it's at a park, so the park was expanding and adding some like new garages and buildings for actually park stuff. So they had to move some baskets, and so they ended up just creating a whole new layout.
So isn't that kind of backwards? Like harvest and spring, isn't harvest normally like the fall time?
Yeah, definitely.
Let me make sure I have the name right, because
This is why you're the worst, because like you guys are like harvesting in spring, planting in winter. Like this is why you guys are struggling over there.
Oh, don't even.
That's a solid point though.
I mean,
whoa.
you don't harvest in spring. It's all I'm saying. I'm not wrong there, am I?
It is called the Whispering Falls Harvest. So
The Whispering Falls Harvest.
well, Whispering Falls is the golf course. So
Okay, so yeah, but it's still the harvest. Like, what are you harvesting on a golf course? Bogeys?
birdies,
Doubles?
Harvest of birdies.
souls.
I had a buddy because I'm a group expert in the Buy It Now Only page. And if you guys seen, my group expert is like...
Are you flexing your badge?
No.
I'm an expert.
no,
on
this
the
is-
Buy It Now
No, it's a
page.
good flex. That's a
Freaking
good flex.
Because I'm a group
Right here.
expert, and then it allowed me to be like,
Confidence.
it asked me like, what am I an expert in? And I was like, oh, I'm an expert in birds. And my buddy, he was like, Paige, what is this? And it's like he screenshotted his like group expert in birds. I was like, if you got to ask, you're a group expert in bogeys probably.
I mean, do I need to flex when I'm a group expert in?
You're a group
Yes.
expert in earmuffs.
Unisex earmuffs. Thank
Unisex
you.
earmuffs. But yeah, so that was Sam Benson. He was a guest on Jammers in the Rough. So he is, if he's listening, he is the expert in bogeys. He had a really rough weekend this weekend on an A tier.
Wow, just
Oh,
throw him
no.
under the bus. Hey, remember when he
Right?
was on here and he sucked
We-
this week?
We
That
gotta
guy.
keep it real. We gotta humble people. We're on here all the time talking positivity. We gotta talk a little shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Right?
that's the vibe we're going for
Yeah,
sure.
that's exactly what we're going for.
So
We're
that's the
like,
night we're gonna have. Okay, drop it.
just drop it, right? Let's talk champion cups. Matt Bell got 105th, guys. Chandler Kramer, DNF.
Oh,
Marky Chat,
whoa.
92nd.
Whoa, he just
We're
coming
just start
out
from the
swinging at
bottom and just start
people.
throwing people out there.
No way. Let's talk about Isaac Robinson.
Isaac Robinson, home
That boy
course
went out there to
advantage,
shred.
paying off in a big way. First real blowout of the year, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess it was kind of like 5 strokes.
5 strokes is a blowout with a 7-stroke lead going into the final round. For
Yeah.
MPO, that's a blowout.
I would say, well, we're gonna talk about FPO. Tatar just blowing everybody out.
FPO, what's more than a blowout? Like,
What is that? 15? Ace 14 stroke
mhm.
difference with Kristen.
Which I saw Kristen for a little bit. A year in the making, right? Last year, she loses because of a lot of controversy surrounding that loss, and comes back and just in dominant fashion. Middle fingers up, coasted to the victory. Like, that was huge.
Said this is for my daughter.
Was that the same tournament?
Mhm.
Which one I have?
Yeah.
That was the same tournament.
Whoever bags in Elaine King disc. savages, I tell you.
So,
Nah. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the Lane King been since then? Christian Tatar just won a major. Where's Elaine at? Where you at?
Man, Paige is on a roll tonight. He is out
No,
for
he's-
blood.
he is. Yeah, he's got some anger built up. He's letting it out.
No, this is the sun. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
When I feel good, I talk a lot of shit.
When I feel good, I tear people down.
I just tear people down. Makes me
I'm
feel
pretty
that
sure
much
we had
better.
We had a assembly at school about the opposite of that. What to do. When I feel good, you should bring people up. Not Paige. He bad.
All right, we got some chat coming in, guys. Josh, you're supposed to be paying attention to that.
I'm always on it. I'm always on it. Just which way to pull out. The photo, yeah. You know, if I think of
the
same
pyramid?
photo, there's a couple. I mean, I've seen a couple photos posted though that could become iconic. They're pretty good. There's some good
I
ones
don't know.
out there.
FBO's doing some things, like even when Ella Henson lost in Waco, and there's like the group hug photo, and are we
It was a
talking
good
about like the
group hug.
Tatar, like let me host this Champions Cup, the perfect pose? I don't know. Finns are taking over though. Did you see the Jomez practice round with Makala and Antila?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched the first part of it.
Yeah. No, I mean their takeover. I'm here for it. This is last year. Everyone was like waiting for the Europeans to dominate, and they're slowly creeping up.
Yeah. So it's the one of her at the tee pointing down with all the crowd watching.
Why
Yeah,
isn't
that's-
Josh
that's-
pulling this up?
This is the one that I'm. You know what? You guys,
Come
you
on,
guys
IT
chit-chat. I'll
dude.
find it.
No, we're gonna wait. We're all gonna stare at
Yeah.
you, Josh, for
Oh.
being
Don't say
like, this is your
anything,
one job
everyone.
on here. Your
Josh,
one
make
job.
yourself big. Make yourself big so we can all stare at you.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Josh. You have one job,
No.
and that's to be prepared.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is time for you to
listen.
be shamed.
Listen. Let's
Shame,
not break you
shame.
down so quickly.
All right, guys. Because
See, look,
Josh
Paige
is continuously wrong, we're gonna just kind of pile onto him, and he's slowly becoming the worst. I'm just saying it.
I mean, that makes sense.
I
Don't
kind
know.
of don't want to lose that title. I enjoy it, but
I mean, I can enjoy being told that I'm nothing. I get it.
Well, that's where it's one of those like you kind of just owned it because, I mean, inside joke turned identity, right?
I got a disc that says my name and the worst on it. So,
Do you?
well, it doesn't say my name, but Corby, he had me dyed a disc that says the worst.
Oh yeah. Jerry sent it to you on Facebook, Josh, because you're too slow.
Thanks,
Jerry said she was sending me a goat towel, and guess what? I ain't got no goat towel.
Ooh, let's talk ish about Jerry not sending
Yeah,
things.
you know where I'm gonna go?
let's go
TSA
down this
page.
rabbit
Let's
hole.
do it. It's coming. I'm gonna drop a vague post like, "Listen, I thought y'all were good disc and good people." Boom.
Let's go down
Oh
this
my.
rabbit hole, Jerry. Where's
Oh,
this
let's
goat
make tonight
towel?
about conspiracy theories in the disc golf world.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I'm just trash talking other countries now.
Wait, it's being made as we speak.
What is she weaving in herself out of Canadian?
It's not the goat for just any old reason. It's handcrafted.
It's
And
true.
then they gotta
Better
ship it
have-
to Canada, and then Canada has to ship it back down. So you know this can be like 6 weeks and just, shipping and delivery.
It's a lot of importing and exporting for a
All
towel.
right, I think I got it. Boom.
There.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a good one. It's a good one.
Someone needs to comment and be like, "This is awful."
It's all well.
I
Look
see
at
it.
their hips. Look at the reach back. Really? Like no. Just
Yeah.
start
The
dissecting
girl just
nipple.
crushed it. She can do
Just
whatever
crushed
she wants.
it.
Yeah, but it's just.
I also like. Well, scroll out just a
Solid.
little bit. I like this latitude 64 perfectly squared up in this image.
yeah, right here.
Like,
Oh, you know they
hey,
did that on purpose.
Here's their sponsor. Look at this perfectly squared. Like, I don't know. It is definitely a breathtaking. Also shows off the elevation, right?
Yeah, it does.
Because like on camera it looks flatter, but from this angle you can kind of see the ungulation of the fairway.
Ungulation. Whoa.
I was thinking the same.
What did I just hear out of your mouth?
That's a
Hey.
big word.
It's a mighty fine word there. You got to thank CH Sports for that word.
Why? Why?
Why? He's the one that
Yeah.
he's a golfing background, so he's always talking about the ungulation of the fairways and stuff. And so I just
Wait
Wait a
picked it up
second.
on it.
Ungulation means is having hoofs. The meaning of
Oh, what's the elevation word? See, am I not pronouncing it right? This is my English as a second language.
Don't play that card with me.
Angulation? Angulation?
I would say ungulation includes white-tailed deer, mule deer, camel. It's like,
Oh man, I'm way off.
Nah, I'm cool with it. I'm gonna try that, like casually bring that into conversation the next time we're playing, and be like, man, look at the ungulation of this hole. I expect everyone in my car to turn around and look at me like, I thought you were a teacher.
Oh,
Nah,
this
he's
is
an
the
idiot.
Canada all over again, guys. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. I mean, I didn't expect a blowout here, to be honest.
Neither did I.
On
Neither did I.
any of these tournaments, like putting in, because you look at what it was like the hot round, it was like 12 down on MPO, and for Isaac to be like, what was it, like 11 down, 12 down, like just averaging within a stroke of that all 4 rounds is absolutely ridiculous. Because it's like people shoot the hot rounds and then they don't necessarily follow it up. Even like I think in our early predictions last week, I was like, oh yeah, they shot 12 down, but I'm almost banking they're going to be like 7 or 8 down, and I don't think that course is that easy. I don't think double digits is that easy at that course. Not when you look at some of these other seasoned pros, especially like in Heimberg, how much he struggled there and everything. Tatar just absolutely running away with it. But I do want to make note that the runner-up, Owen Scoggins, was my pick last week to win it, minus Tatar. I think we all chose Tatar, but that Owen Scoggins. I'm just saying, second place is first runner-up.
What does Ricky Bobby say though? If you ain't first, you're last.
It's true.
Yeah, but then did you watch the movie? He goes through this whole thing where his dad was like, I was high when I said that. There's second, there's third.
Hey, nobody remembers that quote. All I'm going to say, like the late great Colonel Sanders, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Okay?
And I think you bring up a good point too. Like, I think last year, I think she does just as good. I think she wins last year. Without some of the drama that circulated with that. I don't know if she dominates because it wasn't like she was just running away with it. Yeah. This one, she was like so far ahead that even if something like that happened, she was still going to win, which I appreciate all the more because it's like you're fixing off your mistakes from last year. You're not going to give an FPO a chance to do that to you again. Make those corrections and then just dominate it. Don't leave it close.
She like led the whole time, right? It was like not even.
Yeah, it was just the gas the whole time. My question though, with this performance, does she carry on this dominance for the rest of the year, or do we get back to battles with FPO? Waco was a good battle that she happened to win on the last 3 holes, but it was still a battle.
Yeah.
Or do you think she's just?
I think maybe she had that little bit of extra drive in this tournament because of last year. She's like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to win this tournament. And then that drive turned into a massive blowout. But it was fun watching like people fight for second, third, fourth, fifth. Because that was a fun battle.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like Kristen running away with it, that's because she wanted it. She wanted that win and she went and took it.
Yeah, also, she's on track to have probably one of the greatest years any disc golfer's ever had. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4 Pro Tours or Pro Tour level events. They got 2nd and 5th at the other 2. And these including Silver Series, of course. But it's like if she keeps this pace, it's gonna be like one of the winningest seasons ever.
Would we bet on this season, by the way?
Oh, we didn't.
We did.
We didn't. We didn't.
We did.
My fucking bracket. Paige Pierce, Paige Shue. What the hell?
You don't go against the Estonian, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
I couldn't get to Tar anyways, but still, like, I did not expect Paige Pierce to drop this far off.
I hitched my wagon and I'm just riding that thing.
She's still 4th or 5th in the world.
Not the way they're playing.
Cares?
Yeah.
Paige Pierce, 29th, 12 over. Who was last week saying that Paige Pierce is going to battle back? And I was
it wasn't me because I was plumbing.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, so maybe Colin, maybe Josh.
No, it's Colin. Colin's you.
He can't be here to defend himself.
I think I wanted Missy to battle back. Where'd she go?
You wanted Missy to battle back, yeah.
She got 17th.
How did Missy do? I didn't hear anything about her.
17th plus 4.
That's not bad.
Yeah, +4 compared to -27. If you
But still,
compare it to
what was
the-
what was the spread? If you took Tatar out of first place, what was the spread between like let's say second to 10th? Like, are we talking like a couple strokes?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
like 13, 11 for 3 spots and 8, 7, 6. Like it becomes like a battle. Same thing with MPO. You go first place 1 by 5, and then there's what 1, 2, 3 at 35, 35, 34, and then there's another jump down to 30. So from first to fourth was 10 strokes, or first to fifth, sorry, was 10 strokes. And that second to fourth spots was just 5 strokes different. Like, and to me, that's a blowout. I mean, that's like European Open where it's like Paul and Eagle, and then 10 strokes later was the rest of everybody. I mean,
Eagle made a good comeback.
Eagle made a comeback. Silas Schultz making a huge rally from Chase Guard.
I thought he had a really, really good chance, and it was the last 4 or 5 holes. It just all fell apart.
Yeah, that going bogey was really difficult, but even then, like, what did we say last week? That they're young, there's probably gonna be some fall off, but you have Isaac, Antela, Silas, and the fall off was Conrad. It wasn't even the youngsters. Like the youngsters are primed and ready for the spotlight. They're waiting to make their mark, and that's wild to see.
I do live at least.
Yeah, I do my best to watch it live, and then I try to watch back and post coverage if I don't. Just because we try to be accountable for them on the podcast, so that we can talk about them in depth. So I watch live. I'll get some work done. Like tomorrow, I'll start it, and yeah. So shout out to Eric Say Chow for letting me steal his DGN.
And we're just gonna get in trouble for that. Good job. Speaking of, hey, but pass me that info, bro. I need it.
No, they've done a good job of like cutting down on. There's only like 2 things that can be streaming at once.
Yeah, but it was like super pixelated last time. You like,
the coverage is terrible.
It's awful.
Yeah. Well, there it was. There's some good ones.
There's some good ones, but
I'm not going to hate on them because they're doing.
Because Jomez has set the bar. Jomez is.
That's the difference of live and post coverage.
It's live.
Right?
I understand that, but still,
you get raw video versus cell connection.
I'm pretty sure I've live streamed my own playing better than some of that.
I think Jomez sets the bar high, but
I had a ton of people watching.
They've fallen off a little bit because all of a sudden chase cards are winning more, and the story. Like I can't go back. Like after watching live, it's hard to go back and watch post coverage.
Yeah.
Because when DGN's doing it, it's like, Silas Schultz is having a great round, so the camera zoomed to him. If Eagle McMahon's rallying from 4th card, the cameras go and find them, and then you see the whole story unfolding live. Is like what was it like Cole Redolin at the Open at Austin when he shot like 14 or 15 down, just absolutely shredded. We got to see that live as it's happening. Post coverage, you would have never known. Besides, like, here's this thing. Look, Cole with the hot round, and you don't get to see that. You don't get to experience it. But being able to watch that live and see it happen is something special.
Yeah, and it's like because I watch FPO and MPO, and that's like 3.5 to 4.5 hours for FPO and MPO. That's a lot of disc golf to watch. Have going on every day, and so trying to fit Jomez in my life as well is super hard.
Yeah. Well, especially after watching it live, it's hard to go back and watch it, especially when I have difficulty with the Barry commentary of it.
Yeah.
What?
Like I love
Barry, the Ulibarri.
Yeah, I know. We all know Paige hates Paul.
Well, don't say what like you don't know. Then simple, Cody.
Did you snap at him? Don't say what.
You are the worst.
No, like I love Jomez, and you're right. They don't have the abilities to follow chase and lead cards, and also like per their contract, they only have the rights to the lead card. And I'm just saying, there's like that's the that's the trade off, right? Like if I can only watch post coverage, then Jomez and GK Pro and Central Coast is all great to watch, and I would love that. For me, all I'm saying is it's hard to go back after watching these live because everything's in the air. Watching like Simon. Come in, sit down. You're watching his reaction live when Gannon throws it out of bounds. Like to me, you can't capture that on post production. and I've been enjoying it. Also, the best way to get around spoilers is to watch it live, and then nothing's spoiled.
You can't spoil live sports.
I mean,
Yeah,
I do
I
like to
agree.
go if it's like a really good lead card round. I like to go back and watch it on Jomez or whoever has FPO at that time.
Because I do like their
because-
angles better. I like Jomez's angles a lot better than DGN, because DGN, a lot of times it's the throw cam and the catch cam, and Jomez does a good job of capturing the entire flight and seeing some of the subtleties of the actual fairway. Live, of course, I think you lose a little bit of the fairways, like high def and the quality of the fairway, but that's kind of the trade-off.
Yeah, the quality is there, which I do like watching, especially when it's like a really good round and like there's somebody who is like lacing the woods really well, like having that high graphics while you're watching it is pretty cool.
Yeah, see, I think
It's
like Jomez
live,
is
it's kind of like glitchy as it goes through the woods.
yeah, like I think of course like Jonesboro post production is going to be better like on Jomez than it's going to be live, especially how those fairways are just hard to capture because a lot of times they're stepping up to their tee box and they're like, hey, you should throw straight, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, Sky Highs are this way, or Sky and Highs are this way, and it becomes like, all right, catch cams are trying to like read them and see where they're going to go, but it's not like nobody's calling their shots being like, all right, Cam, get ready for this.
All right, Paige.
People want to know.
Dark heart of yours.
Oh, I have no problem with Paul Macbeth. I think he's the GOAT, argumentatively.
Oh,
and I think
he's skirting around
I think
the
he deserves
issue.
a lot of support. I mean, Paul.
What about Paul Ulibarri?
Oh, Paul Ulibarri? Fuck that guy.
See?
No,
What is
I wonder
why?
I wonder who they're talking about.
no. I think he's a hustler. I think he's grinded a lot on tour to establish a spot. And I think without a Ricky Wysocki, LeCastro, and Macbeth, he's definitely wins a lot more tournaments. I think he's a great player. He does a lot for the game. I just have difficulties with his live coverage.
I just hate him as a human. I hate
that's where like a lot of my frustration comes from is he doesn't really his color commentary, he's all over the place. He makes analogies that have no bearing on what's going on. He
doesn't like this.
Yeah, he's not the most intelligent and in-depth person on there. And him with Big Germ just gets out of control sometimes, and it's hard to watch. So I have difficulty with him because of all of those reasons.
He's too dumb. He doesn't like talking about undulation.
Well, and he was on the practice round today talking about how dumb he is. So I was like, hey, I agree with you.
Oh my god!
And so I just have a hard time like that. Because it's like
he's a national treasure.
He could be a nice guy. Like I said, I'm not rooting against him. I also take some of his like what he does and apply it to my game. I can
wait. Let's do a Venn diagram here. He's a hustler. He does a lot for the game. He seems like a nice guy.
That's what
but
I
he's
said.
dumb and I hate his guts. Okay, all right.
And he's a bad commentator.
He's dumb. I don't like his face.
I mean, you asked me why. He makes Jomez harder to watch. That's why.
What about?
See, I think it makes it easier to watch.
All right, so we have Sexton, Yuli, Germ. Give me 1 through 3. We know Yuli's number 3. Who's your number 1? Sexton's your 1?
Germ is 2. Germ does a good job because Sexton can check him, but Yuli can't check Germ, so they get all off in their own little like worlds.
They go off on tangents.
Yeah, they go off on tangents. They go off on like non-important shit, and they're like, "Oh, well, back to the shot." You know, like they just get really like.
I think Paige is like Yuli, and that's why he hates him. He goes off on tangents.
I think what it is. I think they are so similar that they hate each other. I know Yuli follows Paige. It's like fuck that guy.
Yeah, you know? I'm gonna see if I can get Yuli on this podcast and just let you two fight. And me and Josh are just gonna.
Like I said, I like the guy.
Do you?
No, I don't.
You hate his guts.
I think what he's doing for the game is smart, and like you said, he might not be winning, and he might not even be top 30 or top 50, maybe not even top 70 pro, but he's finding a way to exist, and I think that's important.
Can someone tag him in this, please?
You asked me. I'm just being honest.
I hate his guts. He's great for the game, but I hate him.
And he's from Arizona, and there's a little bit of political climate in Arizona against natives. There's that too.
Why is Jerry Ann tag her name in all of them? Because we know all these comments are Jerry Ann.
Not all of them.
We need. Well, they're all Facebook users.
It could be Arlen.
It could be Arlen. It could be Jerry and using Arlen's phone. Ah.
All right.
It's called
So
dedication.
if you could pick any pro to be your Dubs partner, who would it be and why?
Paul Ulibarri.
Just to piss Paige off.
Just
That's
to play
fine,
around against Paige.
because you can pick Paul, and you're not going to be anywhere in contention. You guys
Oh.
are going to be like scrubbing it up on that 60th, 70th spot.
You just hate him because he can beat you.
Oh, I
True.
don't hate people because they can beat me. I'm fully down with that. I can acknowledge people are better than me.
What just happened to your
Well,
mic? What just
Reagan's
happened?
got so loud. You just got so
Did it?
loud all of a
Oh,
sudden.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm not talking very loud. Is that better?
Oh, whoa. No, it's just,
This
it's
is why we
better.
can't have nice things.
I can still hear you, so it's still.
But yeah,
always
it
bad.
went from like you were talking, just were like raised about 4.
I don't know. So this is a good question. I feel like I think I'll need like a big putter to balance me out.
Do we want to do FPO and MPO or just one?
I think
Ooh.
FPO
I
would
think-
be Owen Scoggins. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I think one
For
of
me.
each. For sure.
I think Owen would help me out a lot.
Is
And
this
then-
for fun or how we would score the best?
That does not matter.
I need some
It's
context
however
here,
you want it.
Jerry Ann.
All right,
I
Arlen.
think if we're
It's-
trying to score the best, if there's a 3-way battle between us, how we're going to win?
Well, I mean, I'd
Okay.
take Tatar, for FPO,
I bet
Yeah.
you would.
That's fine.
because she'd have to carry me. I'd be like, listen, Kristen, I'm not going to do anything positive on this team, but I will stand behind you.
Oh, okay. I mean, for FPO, I would pick Missy Gannon for sure.
Yeah.
I pick Missy.
I knew you were going to pick her because, I mean, I think that's a good pick. I
got
like
it.
her. I
got-
like her character and her personality.
Yeah, I got like a Missy hoodie, a shirt. I love Missy. I love
And
watching
of
her
course, I think for MPO, I'll do a Heimberg.
play. Heinberg. Okay.
That'd be a
That's
fun
a good
one.
pick
Play
too.
with.
And I think his game complements my game really well as well. Like his big
Yeah.
putts and straight shots.
Because he can do
Like-
everything that you can't. So
He'll just scare me. I mean, I think MPO, we're all being carried at this point.
I think FPO, we're all being carried. Okay, you want my honest opinion? We're being carried.
I'm the 3rd highest rated page in the world, so I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm-
the other 2 pages are females.
No, Paige Jenkins, local pro here. He's the 2nd. Paige Pierce is 1, and Paige Chu is 4.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Either ranking or ratings mean something or they mean nothing. You tell me.
All
right.
Let's see, MPO. I almost want to say like James Conrad, just because he seems like a chill dude. Or do I want to pick Nico and just like fight everyone? Just like, how many people can I make upset in this game?
Cody's gonna be there. He's gonna take as long as he wants. This is a
Yeah.
casual dubs match.
30 seconds this and just throw things at him. I'll be his hype man.
It's a good pick. You're taking too long.
Nobody picked Macbeth?
Oh.
He'd
He's
be too,
washed
I'd
up.
be too intimidated, like because
He's
he'd be
washed
like
up. No, he'd big putt me every time.
he would. He'd big putt all of us.
I know. So you're taking too long, so I want to pick mine. I would pick Philo. I'd play with Philo.
Is he MPO anymore? When's the
Doesn't
last
matter.
tournament he played? He's not.
Doesn't matter.
I-
Doesn't
he-
matter.
If he's not an
He
active
just came out with his
MPO
own
and he's MP40,
He came
I'm
out
just
the
saying.
No.
Helio Sirius
No.
Falcon. I'm cool with it, buddy. I like that pick.
Because I think he'll do very well. I just want to talk to him. I think Philo's personality is a really cool one, and
Is
I
he
would
high
love to
all
have
the
a
time? 'Cause
conversation
he
with him.
sounds like it. He's like, oh,
Well,
man.
Man, he's high on life. I just think that Philo would be an awesome conversation as a doubles partner. And if you're having a great time, you're going to shoot better.
That is true.
That's just science.
That is just science.
It is science.
I mean, he can come caddy for me at Masters Cup. I'm sure Philo will be down there.
He ain't caddying for no scrub.
I'm counting for Andy Hawk. Probably
Who
for-
is Andy Hawk? Because that name sounds awesome.
Yeah, you should watch him play.
Andy Hawk. I'll fight you.
It's true. Good vibes lead to great scores. It's science.
I feel like
that's-
that's not science, but
Did you pick an MPO yet?
who, me?
Yeah, he picked LaCastro like
Okay,
20
I thought it
minutes
was-
ago.
I thought. It
I
was
mean,
Joe.
I think honestly,
Josh is over here just blitzed out of his mind.
Yeah, I
Doesn't even
know.
what's
He's like
going
wearing his
on.
carnival pants.
Whoa.
How much cotton
Whoa.
candy have you had tonight, young
Yeah,
man?
exactly.
No.
How
my
much-
It is
allergies-
how
mushroom
much-
season. I'm just saying, it's mushroom season.
Have
So,
you been drinking Fago? He's been drinking
What?
Fago.
yeah, there you
Seal?
go.
Some Juggalo
Nobody
juice.
can see it. The light? Where's the light?
Oh! All right,
As
we
you
got the
see-
full body show, guys. If you're
As you
wondering
see,
why
our
Josh
YouTube
is built-
subscribers dropped to 0
Right?
and dead.
Where to subscribe? Where do I
Oh
get
no,
better?
I play
better
with Simon.
videos?
Simon
So-
Lazat.
So,
That's who I
play
Josh,
with.
we already passed this, Cody.
Yeah,
Quit
no, I'm
backing
going
up.
back.
You chose the
I just
Castro.
had to look at those Juggalo pants. I'm saying whatever I want.
So this is the time we announce Josh's OnlyFans. It's discs over cheese at onlyfans.com.
Discs over cheese?
Find me in the
think
mount.
it's,
Find me in the woods.
Some
67.
fondue, some discs, a little bit of 9 inches of heaven, and you're golden. OnlyFans.
Carnival Love 27.
Right?
7. Okay.
Yeah. There's an important question. Why didn't you have a beard? When did you shave?
Oh, so I mean, every student I've had has been like, "Where's your beard?" Like, they're all like, "Mr. Walter, did you get a haircut?" I'm like, "No, guys, it's just my beard." But it always happens after it gets pretty long. Like one time I'll be in the shower or something, and I'll try and trim it up, and I'm just like, "All right, I'm done with it, and just get rid of it."
That's the same thing for me. Like that's why, like, I get mine when I get my haircut. It's like, all right, clean me up, make it make sense because I can't do this.
And then it's like in this weird like phase for a little bit. I'm not a
Where it
fan
kind of
of it right now.
itches.
Well, no, when it gets super long, that's when it gets itchy, like right here.
Oh, mine doesn't. Yeah, mine doesn't itch. That's like your scabies.
Scabies.
Jello wrestling. Yes, there will be. There will be Jello
Ungulation.
wrestling.
There'll be me versus Alex V. Jello wrestling for the rights to Manny Trujillo's art.
What was that?
Hey, I said it correctly.
Did you? Manny, get on here. Did he say that right?
Degeneration. Ah.
You're gonna officially challenge Alex V.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
All
gonna
right.
drive to Colorado. I'm gonna go like Santa Cruz, and from Santa Cruz, come back from Colorado, whoop his ass.
I like how he's just doing this in the middle of nothing. He's like, yeah, I'm going here. I'm going to go
It's
over
up
there
here.
now.
It's my mind's eye. So how I hold my vision. It's like head down to Santa Cruz and then back up. It's like that. Boop to Colorado.
Anyone got a map that can double check this man? Look at that. Not even close. Man, I hope that's Manny. Is that Manny? We need someone to like Facebook user. Is that Manny?
No, Facebook user is it's a way of life.
It's an ambiguous term.
It's like
that,
a hive mind. It's a colony.
Do you guys who's clicking and clacking over there?
We're waiting for a question.
Yeah, you guys, and then you're
Oh, sorry. There's a mic
Carney
in
brain.
and out. No, I was saying, do you guys use a professional person to cut your beard off, or you just do it yourself?
Oh, mine's all professional. I
Like-
just got a
like a
haircut
trim.
today. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do it
No.
myself anymore.
Oh, Manny
like-
is in the house.
It's like $10 extra, Cody, at the barber shop. They do a shave. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
I let mine
That's-
like get to like a wild animal, and then I go in and just get my fade and my beard.
That's where, like,
And
yeah.
and
Like,
then he goes into the woods and they pour honey on it and they're like, oh,
especially lined up.
Oh, there
Feeling
you
good.
go. Look at that.
No, man,
Got to get
just-
ready for Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz coming up.
Just in case I get on coverage, I gotta look my finest.
Now, are you going to throw a Santa Cruz screaming hand at Santa Cruz? I feel like
No.
that would be.
There's one where there's like somebody's like throwing out their back with the scream or the screaming hand. So I'm gonna do that. I'm an old man now. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Hmm.
Boom boom.
What you
Yeah,
playing
like
NPL?
that.
Oh yeah.
That's where I'm at in life right now.
So, are you going to get that dyed on a disc or no?
Oh, if I had a die guy.
Wait a second. I feel like someone on this. Wait a second. Are you calling people out?
No, I'm not. But I want to get it died.
More drama?
This is where like Santa Cruz.
Are you playing NPL?
Yeah.
Heck
MA3,
yeah.
baby.
So this is a dream tournament of mine. Got in on MPO and hoping to do relatively well. I am really looking forward to Santa Cruz. Practices and mind benders are going to be what I utilize the most. MD3s in case everything's just a little bit extra flippy because good weather. I start to power up.
Yeah. Well, heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Is your bag
Is it-
ready?
is it-
You feel like?
Oh, my bag's ready. Yeah, like I don't with TSA. Once I get picked up by them, my bag got instantly honed. I'm feeling really good with my bag. Not trying too many new discs right now. Everything's solidified, and I even took all destroyers out. I'm a Wraith guy right now, and it's been pretty viable.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
if you
you
got
need.
if you got a what is it, the Augusta Wraiths, let me know.
No, dude. I bag 2 Wraiths at all times.
Yeah, I got a flippy one. I got 2 Halos. I got a flippy Halo and an overstable Halo.
Do you have
And
an
then I got
Echo?
Nah.
Oh man, the Zen, the Echo Run, the blue ones of those are. Oh,
I don't like Echo Plastic because they're too niche, right? Like whatever they mixed with it, it's hard to track down.
They
I
fly
like
like a
consistency.
dream.
The Halo, the
This
flippy
coming
Halo one
from
I
you.
have,
How much expensive plastic do you have? How many do you have?
not very much. Expensive is very relative, right? Like if you're judging the $5,000 Sextons to my pitiful collection, then I have no expensive discs.
I think the Berg sold the most, right?
Oh,
K2 Berg.
nah, I don't know.
Josh, are you looking for that Echo Wraith?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's blue. The blue are the best. They have bubbles in the rim. I was throwing it today. It flips up. Just
The best is the factory second. No, I'm not going to tell you guys. Screw you guys. I got to keep them for myself. I don't want to
Wow,
curate a
thank-
hype train.
Do it.
Nope, I'm going to be a hoarder. Let's talk about Manny. Manny, I am glad to have you back. When will you be on our lovely
look
podcast
at him
with
trying
Alex?
to brown nose Manny. Manny,
Uh-huh.
Manny, I've missed
Trying to
you
get that
so.
art.
Manny.
Manny, where art thou, Manny?
Don't have a
Is this?
die
I
guide,
hope that's
don't
Manny.
have
I
an artist.
hope Manny needs to
Say
start
something
signing
about you, Paige.
Oh, I'm impossible to work with. That's what it is. It's my talking shit about Paul Ulibarri, and they're like, Paige or Yuli? Paige or Yuli? I get
Love
it.
it.
I get it. I wouldn't choose me either.
You
I
ever
choose
throw
you.
one of these? An Annex? I've been digging
Yeah.
this.
They're good, especially once they beat in. They beat in to be pretty straight.
Dude, this thing is the one I have is flippy as all
As
get
soon
out.
as soccer season is over, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Love it.
Manny, just come in with your soccer stuff. We're talking about soccer, disc golf, live, laugh, love. You know.
I was gonna say,
Any predictions for Jonesboro?
I mean,
Tatar.
No, she's not going to win this.
I think part of
okay.
me wants
Missing.
Kevin
Missy's
Jones
got
to be like, hey, I took Champions Cup off. Everyone's been waiting for me to dominate Jonesboro. This is the year. So KJ's my
Okay.
pick this one.
I do like KJ USA. He's looking.
Yeah,
he's
it's not
looking
gonna
pretty
be
fresh
Hebel.
lately too. He's got a good haircut.
Just,
No,
I
it's
mean-
gonna be Proctor's bust out tournament. He's
oh,
gonna
I
take
would
the
love
W.
Proctor to
Proctologist?
bust out.
Proctor's gonna take it, and then Missy Gainer
Proctologist.
is gonna just do her thing. Take
Cody,
that
What
you
is
down.
her thing?
Copy my picks. You got to choose an original pick yourself. I'm
I
tired
didn't
of you
pick. I just
writing
said
my
that's a
foot
good
off.
choice. I mean, can
And
you
then you're
not
like,
pick
I
a
like
compliment-
KJ USA, and then Josh chose Proctor, and then you're not choosing your MPO. I'm just saying, get off my coattails. Be original.
I'm
speak for
Calvin. I'm going to
yourself.
say Calvin. Calvin, believe.
Both.
Oh, such
Both.
an original pick. Hey, the defending champion. I'm picking to win it again.
That's called logic, you fool.
The odds are in his favor.
Why would I pick someone that's going to win? That's stupid. I'm going to pick
Because that doesn't contribute. See, Cole Rodolin is a great pick. Kyle Klein is a great pick. Those are original. Those add
I
to the
hope-
table. I'm tired of the
hope
Heimberg. Like,
Calvin wins.
hey,
I hope he
Heimberg's the
wins.
most consistent pro right now, so he's gonna win. Yeah, okay, that's like saying Tatar is gonna win. But you know
And I
what?
picked her, and she's been great. What was the
original.
question? Let's see.
was
Predictions.
this one.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, do you predict the person you want to win or one you think will win? The answer is both. I
Both.
think Proctor's going to take it. I think Miss is going to take it.
Yeah, that was like when I said like, oh, KJ could win because of this. I would want him to win. I think he's poised to win, but also like if we're doing safe picks, like if there was $1,000 on this, then my pick might be different. But
Well, who would it be? $1,000 on it.
1,000 Heimberg. Now
I
Gannon.
get Heimberg. I get destroyed.
Gannon Burr.
I would do Proctor still because the odds.
$1,000
higher for
let's
Proctor.
go.
Yeah. But to be
No,
1,000,
no.
like 10 to 1.
I don't gamble. That's why I don't
4
even
to
do
1.
waffles, dude. I don't gamble. Not my jam.
You don't do waffles because you got booted from the group, Cody. That's why you don't do waffles.
For saying the word raffle. I got just
Whoa.
Whoa. We're on Facebook, Cody. Back the F up.
ban me for saying raffle. Raffle.
I hope Ella wins. That's kind of my hope for FPO. I think barring Tatar just dominating again, Ella. I'm waiting for Ella's breakthrough. Maria Oliva, I'm waiting for a breakthrough. I can see Maria doing really well. They have the arm for it.
Yeah.
Let the people know. Raffles.
Raffles.
We gonna wrestle for some raffles.
Well, we're getting to the top of the hour. If you want to talk about some news, if you have some, Paige.
Is that like your roundabout way of saying like we have something to tell people?
Paige does.
You can't just rush me into this. I was going to do our closing thoughts with it. I thought we were having a good flow. So, guys, Josh is cutting our podcast a little bit early, so I do apologize.
What does Josh have to do? Let's get to this.
I know, right? What does Josh have to do tonight?
He's probably got to go make some funnel cakes in the woods.
It's just mushroom season for him. He's getting impatient. He doesn't want to talk Jonesboro.
You got your truffle pig outside? You going truffling?
Maybe.
Did you just turn your face to the side and make a pig noise? This is grade A podcast, people. What is happening?
It's the allergies, I swear.
All right. So our big announcement, one of our show hosts, CH Sports, has kind of stepped up in a big way. They're offering us a chance to stream live via CH Sports, their YouTube page. So we're going to kind of take up that offer, and what that allows us to do is kind of partner with CH Sports to kind of not only help grow their page, but help grow our brand as well. They've reached not only like a decent following, but they're wanting a podcast to be represented on their YouTube page. So this has kind of allowed us to, like I said, partner and help each other grow. We've continued to do this with them in the past, and it's kind of just been a natural and now official partnership between us. So our YouTube page is going to be going away, and we're going to be going to CH Sports and starting to stream live there. We're also still going to be Jammers in the Rough. We're not CH Sports presents Jammers in the Rough. We're still us. Our Facebook page is still going to exist. We're still going to go live on all of the Facebook groups, which is the Bite Now Only, Community Disc Golf Lounge, and our Jammers in the Rough page. We're just hopping on to a little bit bigger of a YouTube page to kind of help both parties grow.
Just say it.
This is going to allow us to have also some cool collaborations. So one of our guests tonight was supposed to be Cam Messerschmidt. So he's a perennial pro that kind of does a modified tour where like Colin did a vlog with him. So you can see him play disc golf. And now once he's a guest on our podcast, you can listen to him talk. So it kind of becomes a double whammy and a double partnership for that, which I think is important, especially as we start to move forward and being able to kind of leverage some of those pros to where you can see and hear what they do in the world of disc golf. Yeah. We'll still have the same sponsors behind disc golf. CH Sport is not dominating them. So Rare Discs, Black Vinyl Discs, Dark Ace Army, CH Sports, who was an original sponsor as well, Soul Crusher, are all still big parts
Terminal
of
Velocity.
Jammers in the
You
Rough.
might want to say that
and
one
Terminal
too.
Velocity, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
No, this is fine. This is where I'm trying to answer questions. So all of our sponsors are still going to be on there. Not one is still going to be more important than the other. This just allows us to go live on a bigger YouTube.
I like it. A rebranding may have helped you, and a new person replaced Paige. This is incredible. Please tell me that's Manny. Please.
It's probably
Please. Manny, come on here and replace Paige.
And so we're still going to have our normal cycle of guests that are associated with our sponsors. So Alex V's coming back. Manny probably won't at this point. Colin will come back. Zach Wendell, kind of our normal people. We're still, like I said, it's not a rebranding. It's not changing our name. We're just going to a different YouTube page to kind of help each other grow and create different opportunities. Because as we've been on the podcast talking before, even with our sponsors, right? Our whole idea is to help each other grow, help each other push forward, It's never been about monetization. It's never been about making money. It's about, kind of leveraging what we have to grow this game for everyone involved. And this is kind of a way and a natural fit for that because it's just been a continued partnership, and now it's just official. So
I'm still waiting for Paige to pay me. Nothing.
Nothing. In fact,
Nothing.
you got to pay.
I know.
Right. It's good. It's good stuff.
Alex and Manny has to be on the same episode. We'll probably boot Josh from it, and it'll be like Cody, Paige, Alex, and Manny.
Man, Josh.
It makes sense.
I gotta deflect. Too much hate on me. I might have to, because I'll probably be me being off of it. It'd be like Alex,
it's only
Manny.
Gonna have 5 people on here.
Can we have 5 people on here?
We had 6 people on here before.
We have. So we'll be fine.
Up to 10. We pay for the Supreme.
We'd have 10 people.
10
Who wants to? Let's get on here, everyone. Let's
Let's
get all of our
get
sponsors at once.
Yes, I do too.
Oh,
I
we
want to
don't want to see Lurch back. Lurch has a lot of buzz around him right now, so we should bring him back to talk about it.
I think having Lurch and Alex back with Jerry, like having that trifecta come back again, that'd be a good one. Not have
Lurch is the controversy.
No. This world is. Let's see. You know what?
See, this is why I didn't want to rush to this, Josh, because now all of a sudden I said what I had to say, and it's like, all right, guys, I guess this is our moving to our closing thoughts.
100%, because it is. It's 6:58.
Josh has got to go to the woods.
Consistent.
He needs to get out to his people.
So there's Cody's closing thoughts. Josh, what are your closing thoughts?
I'm cool with it.
Just rude. Take your allergy medication. Don't let stuff fester while you're trying to disc golf out in this pollen.
You got a sinus infection?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
You need.
Whoa. He was like, you need. No,
right,
but taking the medication, make sure you don't get your allergies too much.
You ever done this stuff? Boom, shoot that up. This is the truth, man. I'm telling you. Go. They have it at Walmart. It's $10. It comes with 50 of the packets. Go in the shower, tilt your head, squeeze. It's fantastic. It's a little weird at first. It's the best thing. ENT told me that's the best thing you can do. Bar none.
And so, as we move on to our closing thoughts, somebody did post it in there, the last comment. This was going to be my closing thoughts, so I'm going to highlight it. Guys,
which one?
It is tick season, so make sure you're checking your bodies for ticks. Even if your state doesn't carry Lyme disease, like Oregon, still check yourself for ticks.
Maryland
does. Get your tick treatment ready. Poison ivy's coming back in full bloom. I talked about hydration. Hydration is important. Stretching, taking care of your body. Just because it feels 20 years younger doesn't mean it is 20 years younger. Take care of yourselves, everyone. This is a
Dr. Page signing out.
A very pleasant time for disc golf, but also a very high risk time.
And it's the small ones that are the worst. The small ticks are the worst ticks.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
Why?
So
the certain type of strand, and they're the hardest ones to see. And you don't always get the bullseye. It's usually about 80% of the time.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
About Lyme disease.
Oh, Lyme disease.
So
I'm talking ticks.
Where do you think ticks come from?
They don't come from Lyme disease. They give you Lyme disease.
No, they come
There's not
from
a planet Lyme disease. They're like, hey, planet Lyme disease, check it in. Now is the time to drop all of our ticks on the world.
But I'm saying Lyme disease. One of the indicators is a bullseye rash. So be on the lookout, because then you can still get antibiotics and treatment for that.
Yep. And get antibiotics and treatment because it helps.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to kick you out of the lounge for this.
Yes, he is.
I am not. This is just normal me.
All right, guys, we're trying to close out, so Josh should go eat his mushrooms.
No.
So
he's gonna hunt them first.
I know we talked about this last week, but this week we're gonna highlight CH Sports just because of what we're talking about.
Wow,
so
it's already happening.
Subscribe to CH Sports. You're also liking and subscribing to Jammers in the Rough at this point. Also, go check us out on Facebook. We're going to get back to our giveaway schedule. Cody has been slacking, so I do apologize for that. But with that, guys, Champions Cup is over, but championship courses being built for championship level players isn't. So with that, guys, keep jamming it in the rough. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.